Welcome back, everyone. What a game. After going down by nearly 20, the Lakers were able to come back and win a thriller over the LA Clippers. And I think we can all agree they have LeBron to thank for this one. I don't know what got into the old man, but he went absolutely nuclear during the fourth quarter, knocking down shot after shot to get them back in it, even outscoring the entire Clippers team during the fourth quarter. And no, I'm not joking about that either. But even apart from him taking and making practically every shot he took, they did a really good job matchup hunting, repeatedly going after James Harden and Daniel Tice, a majority of which LeBron's fourth quarter points came against. And well, I think it's safe to say that it worked. They ran screenplay after screenplay to get Harden or Tice switch onto their primary ball handler, which again, often did tend to be LeBron. And even when the Clippers defense tried to help them out, that often led to an open three-point shot for somebody else, where D'Angelo Russell knocked down 2, and then Rui Hachimura and Cam Reddish each knocked down 1 during the fourth quarter. And if you only watch back that fourth quarter, they looked like a completely different team out there, playing with a ton of energy on defense, including them turning multiple turnovers into points, getting the matchups they wanted to on offense, and all around playing like an actual team out there, something they failed to do throughout a majority of this game. I'm not joking when I tell you that 9 of their 14 made three-point shots came during the fourth quarter, 4 of which may have came from LeBron himself going nuclear, but they all around clicked at the right time, and again, looking completely different than they did leading up to that point. It might get forgotten about, but something they really need to avoid happening again is with Anthony Davis getting in early foul trouble. They immediately fell apart after Anthony Davis had to leave the game with 2 early fouls, and if not for LeBron's fourth quarter, that very well may have been the story of this game. I think it will help with Cam Reddish being back, but they still tend to falter defensively, and even offensively at times without Anthony Davis. And even when he's on the court in foul trouble, he simply cannot play the way that he wants to. In my opinion, they really need to make that a point of emphasis for Anthony Davis going forward. And not only for him to stop fouling, but for everybody else around him to do a better job defensively as well, especially during the first quarter. Overall though, it might have been ugly until the very end, but this can be the kind of game that gets the team going. And with another opportunity to build off this game tomorrow night against Washington, the Lakers have a great opportunity to do exactly that. But with all of that being said, I'll let you hear from the Lakers about their incredible win over the LA Clippers tonight. And after listening, let me know your thoughts about this game in the comments down below.
The fourth, after Plumlee hits that layup, LeBron had just the threes and all of the different switches that you were calling out, getting the Clipper big up. What were you seeing? What were you trying to get out of that, and how were you able to execute?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to recover right now. Well, I mean, we just try to, obviously we knew we was down a big deficit to start the fourth quarter, so we had to execute offensively, we had to get great shots, we had to make shots, and then we had to get stops, and we was able to do that. I thought the lineup that started the fourth quarter, I think it was me, D'Lo, Cam, Jax, and TP. We did a great job of getting stops, you know, and then trying to go back on the other end and scoring. So worked out well for us to start that quarter, and we just tried to keep the momentum going when we made the subs.
LeBron, AD described when you get in that zone as sicko mode. I guess what's going through your head when you're making, I think you made 5 threes in the fourth, just kind of that sequence there of 3 after 3 after 3.
Just in the zone. I mean, I know we've kind of heard this, you know, what it feels like to be in the zone, you know, in our sport, and that's just a feeling. When you feel like everything that you put up is going in, and you know, for me, I just kept it consistent. I wasn't taking ill-advised shots. I stayed in the course of the offense. When I was able to get the switches, I was able to give myself some space and get a couple more looks. You know, so my teammates did a great job of continuing to find me, you know, and then I just tried to dictate the tempo, dictate the game, you know, as we started making a run for it and getting the game closer and closer and closer. So, you know, just a zone that you just can't really describe it. You wish you could stay in it forever, but obviously it checks out, you know, as the game ends. But, you know, during it, you don't feel anything. You just have a superpower, I feel.
LeBron, it's your, I think it was 1,473rd regular season game of your career. And if we have the stat right, it was the first time one of your teams came back from 21 points in the fourth. What's your capacity for carrying this team in whatever aspect that it needs to get between today and the finish line and have a berth in the postseason?
Just got to do what I got to do. When I'm in a lineup, if I'm on the floor, got to make plays. Sometimes I got to make even more plays, and tonight was one of those moments where I had to make even more plays in order for us to even get back into the game and then ultimately winning the game. So, we obviously every game is important for us, especially at this moment. And we have to approach it that way. But tonight was a really good test for us. It was a great test. Obviously, being down versus one of the best teams in the league and on their home floor, and be able to keep our composure, to weather the storm. And that fourth quarter was very key for us.
LeBron, you pointed out this is a great test, right? Because of the quality of the team you're playing. Is this just a game where, as you said, you're in the zone and you get hot, or is it a game where you can learn something about this team down the stretch? And if so, what is it?
I mean, it's a good test because anytime you can do it versus a great ball club, it can work well for you. And obviously, tonight was a good test. If we ever put in that position again, we know how to handle it or how to go forward. Obviously, you never want to be down 21 in the fourth or 19 to start the fourth. That's not ever the cost of a game. But if it happens, we know we can buckle down and get stops and then and make shots if we just play the game the right way. So. I think it was a good test for us, but another good test for us tomorrow. We got to see how we handle the success of tonight by coming in tomorrow and be mentally prepared as well.
To start the fourth there, you hold them to 16 when it's all said and done. First and foremost, just defensively, what was required from you guys down the stretch?
Good stops.
Crystal.
Obviously, Bron he went into his little sicko mode and just ran off like 40 straight, but we just had to get stops in order to, get the win. I think we have a 35, 36-point third quarter. Norman hit the three to go up 21, but we were able to, buckle down that first group that started the fourth quarter. Jackson, Braun, Cam, TP, they were able to do it defensively. Get us going the first 6 minutes, and just obviously Bron scoring, but they kind of set the tone for us. Fourth quarter, we never folded, we never gave up. We stayed together and stayed resilient. And then guys came in and just made big shots. Really, D'Lo, Bron with his stellar play in the fourth quarter and his passing. We just had to step up and make shots.
Whether it's you having seen him or playing alongside LeBron when he finds those zones, what was special about this one?
Just a big win for us. This team's ahead of us, and we're trying to, climb up in the standings. So, didn't want to lose 2 in a row, but sometimes you sit on the bench and you get to witness greatness and be a fan. And that's what it was for a lot of us tonight. I know I was watching, just being a fan of what he was able to do, Bron, but then just the team as well, how great they were playing to start the fourth quarter. And me and AR is about to sub in, and we told Coach, let them rock, let them go. And then when Bron got a little tired, threw that turnover, and it was a timeout. We were like, all right, it's time to get back in. But you definitely become a fan.
21-point comebacks are so unique in the NBA. I know it's one of 82, but is it special to get a comeback win like this?
Yeah. It's hard to win in this league. And so anytime you're able to get a win, it's special. Whether it's a comeback win or if you have a 21-point lead and sustain the lead, a win is a win no matter how you get it done. But it just shows the resiliency that we have for sure.
AD, how do you build on this down the stretch now?
Obviously we play a team tomorrow who's not playing for anything, but they're a young team who plays hard, and we can't combat this win, with the loss tomorrow. So we got to come out with the same energy we had in that fourth quarter to start the game tomorrow night and, secure a victory.